side control in the gi. I want to use the gi. Okay. So we're in our good chest on chest position here. Okay. And I can start utilizing my lapel to choke Nicole, which is going to be great. Okay. So we're going to go for a nice scarf choke. So from here, we're in our position, right? I can even start walking the hand up, coming in, gripping the armpit, and doing a nice little hip switch to apply pressure on her face and her near side arm and frame. From here, I can start opening up my lapel. Now, if I got to side control from passing the guard, right, I might be disheveled already, so my gi is going to be loose because I put in all that work, right? But if not, I can do this nice hip switch so that I can start getting access of my gi, okay? From here, I'm going to just grip the end of my gi and I'm going to pass it because she's most likely going to be framing. So I'm going to pass it through to my other hand. Okay. I'm going over her bicep. Okay. Once I have this grip, I don't need to grab my whole lapel, right? Just the end of this. But what I want to think about doing is bringing this back. Okay. So I want the lapel to connect to her neck. I'm drawing my elbow back, right, to cut some of the slack out. And I'm going to bring my knee up a little bit higher under her arm. From here, this hand is going to check her far hip, just like I'm going to north-south. And then I'm going to spin around. I'm going to walk on my knees. I'm going to bring my head to the mat on this side and get up on my toes. Walk, walk, walk. And there's the side. Okay, so we're here. I'm in my chest to chest. I can use my Addams Family hand to walk up and get pit control, especially if I want a hip switch to find my lapel on this side. This is going to put a ton of pressure on her. Well, she also might not realize what I'm doing with my lapel. Okay, I get the end of the lapel, I hip switch back, and I just pass it over the bicep. Okay, I'm going to pull it in nice and tight, elbow back. Now, this hand's going to come across to the other hip. I'm going to start rotating, bringing my head to this side. If I can get into the mat, amazing. Get up on my toes. And there's the finish. If I stay on my knees, it's going to be very hard to finish. So getting my head to the mat and then getting up on my toes as I pull that lapel across is going to make it super, super tight. We're in this chest on chest position, right? In this side control. And maybe I can't grab my gi, right? Or that's just not going to be an ideal scenario. Or I feel like I can get the lapel, but she's keeping this frame really tight, so there's nowhere to pass it through, okay? So what I'm going to do is try and even get this nice armpit grip. If I can't get the armpit grip, like I was just telling Juan, I can always grab the side of the face, draw my elbow back, and apply that nice shoulder pressure, okay? Or you can do that with the pit grip, draw her back, get some shoulder pressure. She's still tight, but this is gonna allow me now to start opening up her gi, okay? I constantly hip switch back and forth when I'm inside control, okay? Applying the pressure. So from here, all I'm gonna do, she wants to keep her frame tight. I'm gonna just bring this around her forearm and grip, okay? So this is creating like a sling, okay? So from here, now I'm gonna bring my knee up even higher, and I'm gonna bring my hand to her hip and control the direction of her hips, okay? From here, I'm up on my knee and I'm gonna shift my body weight towards her head. That's gonna make my right leg light, okay? I can now swing my leg over, okay? I'm deep underneath her arm. From here, I bring my leg in, I let go of the lapel and switch to my shin. I really want to make sure though, just like a regular triangle, I don't have space here. So if I need to pull her head, right, and just finagle it into my knee pit, great. I can catch myself, bring my knee to the mat, and now lock up the triangle. I can squeeze and crunch or pull her head up for the finish. Okay, we'll let her breathe for a second. Or I've got this beautiful arm bar right here. I'm just gonna lock it in behind my armpit and I can just thrust forward, right? I can even, there we go. Just draw that elbow back and bring your shoulders back, right? That, it might be a weird angle, like if her arm turns or her elbow turns, so you can always come behind and cup the elbow, or you can even just sit up with it and just pull it back or kind of pull it back this way, okay? We've also got nice wrist locks here too, okay? So let's do that one more time. Do you want to see this?
I do want to see this.
Okay, let me have Evelyn, please. Since you got to see it. Now, we're here, right? In our control, chest to chest, I'm nice and high, getting pit control, angling her however I need. I'm here. I'm gonna wrap her forearm and just cinch it. I'm gonna bring this knee in higher. I'll bring my knee to her knee. Now this is the time I like to do that. And I'm gonna control the outside of her pant leg, her knee, and bring her hips in this direction. This is gonna allow me now to shift my body weight and swing this leg around. I'm gonna pick up her head and I'm trading. I'm bringing my shin in and letting go of the lapel. I'm gonna get in nice and tight. I'm kind of sliding the back of my knee pit into her neck as I bring my knee to the mat. Grab that shin. If I need to, I can post my head on the mat as a post as I lock up the triangle. From here, I can pinch and squeeze. Yep, there's the finish. I'm just gonna unlock it. Or even in the triangle or in this position, I can lock the legs or just keep my knee in really close to her head, draw my elbow back, and there it is. Okay, so we've got our triangle, we've got our arm lock, we've got our wrist lock, lots of options there. Okay, but we're really controlling that arm if we can't get through the frame for that scarf choke. We're just creating a nice sling with their lapel and then shifting our weight so we can throw that leg around for the triangle. Okay? Anybody need to see it again? Got it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, last option. So we're gonna do a baseball bat choke. And this is something that's kind of nice and like nonchalant, right? When we're in this side control position, so we don't like give it away too much. But we're here in our chest on chest, right? Same kind of starting position we've been in. I'm gonna come right behind and just bring my thumb grip behind the collar. So I'd say I wanna get like right down the line of her ear. I don't wanna be like where the tag is. I do want it a little bit closer to her shoulder. So I'm just getting this thumb in grip and making a nice fist, okay? So from here, I might wanna create like a touch of space or get to my knees. I don't wanna relieve all my chest pressure. I wanna just bring my palm in and go down her lapel, right? So just like I was doing a cross collar choke from close guard, I'm just lifting up so you guys can see. It's gonna be a palm up grip because I do want this baseball bat grip, okay? This is what I'm looking for. So I'm here, I got my initial grip, right? I'm applying pressure. I can just find her lapel and come right on down and get my second grip, okay? Now, I like to add in the knee to staple on the arm. You can finish it without, so I'm gonna show you both options, right? So if you just wanna practice the choke and this is too many details, we can just do this with the arm up. So I've got this grip, right? I'm gonna start dropping my elbow. I'm using the forearm on her chest. I don't wanna keep my elbow open and over here. Let's use it to control them and pin. I'm gonna start dropping the elbow as I bring my head to this side. Same thing. I'm gonna come up on my toes and get my butt up in the air. I'm dropping that elbow, okay? So that nice forearm is dropping right into the throat. If I want to be able to control and isolate this near side arm, we're gonna do the same thing. Nice thumb in grip, right? I'm bringing my knees in
so I can create a little bit of space for me to bring my hand through. I'm gonna come on down and get this second grip. Okay, now I can step this knee up, almost like I was gonna go into knee on belly, but I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna staple. Step, drop, bring the head, walk around. Butt up in the air. Okay? Yes. With the stapling the arm, I feel like it's a little bit easier for me to drop the elbow. Like she doesn't have this arm in here to start fighting that top arm, right? So when I'm in this spot, here, boom, right, I got this grip. If I come around, she might start fighting with this near side arm. Yep. Okay. So I like to, like, especially for people that this is newer to be able to kind of just understand the mechanic of the choke, but more advanced, like, of course, the bottom person is going to start trying to frame. Okay. So that's going to help me if I can staple. I'm just going to staple while I start dropping this as I get around. I'm going to get to north-south, then I can let it go, but it's too late, right, for her to defend. So I'm going to drop as I bring my head over, get on my toesies and butt up. Okay?